Oh yeah, somebody asked me about Lupe Fiasco's opinion on Kanye West. They sent me a video about it, so of course I watched that video about it. But then it put other stuff like this in my feed. So now this is about Tyler the Creator destroyed DJ Khaled. So now I'm curious. I want to see that.
Is that part of the whole Khaled thing? Like you felt like at the time when that conversation happened?
Bro, that Khaled thing was like, it was fun. It was just watching a man die inside because the guy that, you know, the weirdo was winning. I was moonwalking in a wig.
In May 17, 2019, Tyler the Creator released his 5th studio album with Igor.
Turn the lights on. How the fuck you quiet with the mic on?
The album was unexpected even for Tyler fans, as
I've seen some of Tyler's stuff. It's pretty cool. I see him doing like all like the gay rap shit. It's fun. It's so funny. I think he did it with like Flex, right? That was fun. That kills me. I watch that clip every once in a while. It was just so funny. This was 3 years ago. Good. I'm ready for it.
the album presented a side of himself that people had never really seen. Because up to this point of his career, most people knew Tyler the Creator as a troll, with only the actual fans of Tyler realizing that there was more depth to what he was doing. However, that all started to change with the release of Flower Boy, as we began to see Tyler get personal in a more open way. It seemed like at times during the album, Tyler was speaking genuinely to the audience, and it was through the character of Igor that we saw Tyler be able to expand on the foundation that was laid in Flower Boy. The album focused mainly on love and heartbreak, with the first half of the album showing Tyler being in love. This is seen in tracks like I Think.
That's cute. Maybe I should like listen. Well, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to call it cute, dude. People are gonna yell at me for that one. That sounds interesting. I listen to that album.
It can also be seen on a track like Earthquake. Although the song shows Tyler being in love, it also shows that the story might not end the way that Tyler wants it to end. Which is really what we see in the latter half of the album.
Oh, so it sounds like the entire album is just like a story about this person. The last album I listened to that was about a story like that followed like a particular character, I believe it was Abigail by King Diamond.
Tyler focusing on the aspects of overcoming heartbreak, and ultimately we see Tyler devolve into begging to at least be friends with a person.
You're worried about copyright? What does it matter? Who cares?
Honestly, that's real if I'm being honest. It was a big risk for Tyler the Creator, but it paid off. Whether it be because of the new sounds or the story that was being displayed on the album, people loved the album, except for DJ Khaled. Also in May 7th.
Why did DJ Khaled not like it? Also, this is a real question. What the fuck? What is DJ Khaled known for? What does DJ Khaled do? I'm sorry. What the fuck do DJs do? You know? What does a DJ do? DJs to me are the same as YouTube reaction people. Like you're just showing other people's content. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really doing? You know? I'm just saying, bro. So I guess I'm on DJ Khaled's side. DJ Khaled, we the best. Just screaming his own name. Interesting.
15th of 2019, DJ Khaled released an album. It was called Father of Assad, and this one doesn't need too much context to understand.
Another one.
And for those who don't know, when you listen to a DJ Khaled album, you're not listening to it because you want to listen to DJ Khaled. Rather, you want to listen to the people that are around DJ Khaled.
Ah, it's typical YouTube React Andy DJ Khaled. What are you doing?
For example, on this album, the big hit was No Brainer, which had Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, and Quavo from the Migos.
Well, I'll say one thing. I mean, he's good at networking, apparently. So, you know, I'll give him that much.
Shout out to Migos, by the way. R.I.P. Takeoff. That shit was sad for real. Like, I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie. Anyways. And the DJ...
Why there's so many... How is this guy getting away with so many different songs in the video?
Khaled album before that had I'm the One, which is literally like the same song, not gonna lie. Personally, I prefer this one though, just cause like Chance puts out a solid verse. But regardless, that's the appeal of DJ Khaled album. Okay. And this album was no different. It featured artists like Jay-Z, Nas, Travis Scott, Post Malone, among many others. These two albums are almost the opposite of each other. One represents the journey that a person went through, providing a deeper personal connection with the listener through the lyrics of the album. The other has little to no focus on anything, outside of it being a playlist from the artist producing it.
Why do you have to play it?
Outside of the catchphrases you'll hear throughout the album,
DJ Khaled. Back against the wall, middle fingers in.
there's no trace of a person being behind what you're listening to. And if we're being
fair use by pitching the audio and only playing certain parts of the song. That's smart.
honest with ourselves, the goal with this album is to get the most sales or the most money out of it.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm more worried, like, did TJ Khaled talk shit about Tyler, the Creator?
If you don't wake up in the morning and look at the mirror and say you're the greatest and you the one, then what are you?
The two. I'm the two.
I know you can't wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say I'm number 2.
So when the numbers came
I always do that. I look in the mirror with my wife and I say, I'm number 1. I mean, I'm number 2. And she's number 1, bro.
in at the end of the week and Igor had outsold Father of Assad, DJ Khaled lost it.
I gotta say this too. I make albums so people can play it and you actually hear it. You know, driving your car, hear another car playing it.
Okay.
You know, go to the barbershop, you hear them playing it. You know, turn the radio on and you hear them playing it. You know, it's playing everywhere. It's called great music.
Okay.
It's called albums that you actually hear the songs. Not no mysterious shit and you never hear it on your dome.
And honestly,
Is that him talking about? Is that him talking about Igor? That album, the Tyler the Creator album. Why would he say that? How fucking jealous do you have to be in order to do that?
it's understandable why DJ Khaled lost it. For Tyler the Creator, a number 1 spot meant that he would top the charts for the first time in his career,
Good for him.
solidifying Tyler as more than just a troll. For DJ Khaled, however, a number 1 meant validation, as when your main thing is
Well, no, for DJ Khaled, he feels entitled to hitting number 1. He's making an album with the expressed interest of hitting number 1. And listen, I get it, but that makes that, unfortunately, that's going to make your music soulless sometimes, right? It sounds like Tyler the Creator made something like a passion piece, and it went well, and probably because it was a fucking passion piece. All Khaled had to do was be like, "Oh, yeah, good for him." That's all you got to do. Be like, "Yeah, man, good for him." That's all you got to say. Just don't care, because I doubt that his album did too poorly. He probably did really well. I doubt anybody was like, "Oh man, DJ Khaled got outclassed by Tyler the Creator." They're probably like, "Wow, Tyler the Creator did like really well. Like that album was incredible." Khaled should just listen and be like, "Yeah, man, that was impressive." He could have even said like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm impressed. Music's not for me, but that was impressive for him." All right, that's all you gotta do.
It's making hit songs, numbers are the most important thing. And the thing is that DJ Khaled probably didn't mind coming in at number 2. It was who he came number 2 against.
I just let that number 1 speak. The nigga ego had to deal with that because his whole identity is being number 1.
True.
You see,
I'm
when
a
Tyler the
fucking
Creator broke
homosexual.
into hip-hop, he wasn't supposed to be the next Nas or the next Jay-Z. He blew up on the internet, which really wasn't a thing back then. And on top of that, his lyrical content mainly relied around edginess.
Stab Bruno Mars in his goddamn esophagus.
So for him to
Jesus
be at the top
Christ.
spot was basically impossible back in like 2010, 2011. So when DJ Khaled made a case for himself to stay at the top instead of Tyler the Creator, it was pretty simple. Khaled had the Avengers of music, he had been the top spot before, and he belonged there. Tyler, on the other hand, he was odd. He was that guy that made edgy raps and ate roaches. Tyler didn't belong. On top of that, his songs weren't bangers on the radio. He didn't sound like how you were supposed to sound. He had a voice modifier all over the fucking album. So how can Tyler be the number 1 spot? But that's the story of Igor and the story of Tyler the Creator as well. He wasn't cool. He wasn't the most loved. He never was supposed to belong.
Like 7th grade, I got in a fight with some guy because he said, "You don't belong on the basketball court," which he was right. I'm trash. 8th grade, I tried out for drama club. I got in and got kicked out within an hour because she said I was too hyper. I was standing on chairs, definitely, but I still think that I should have stayed in there.
Well, I mean, it probably was more than standing on chairs if they kicked you out for being that hyper. That's funny though.
9th grade, they wouldn't let me join band class because I couldn't read music, but I still had the passion, and I'm on 2.
Wait, they wouldn't let him join band class because he couldn't read music? Why wouldn't they just teach him how to fucking read music? That just seems preposterous to me. That's the point of a school.
Up at 3rd. But when all that happened, I said, fuck them. I didn't let none of that shit stop me from doing anything that I wanted to do.
These are things that we usually don't associate with being the top dog. And yet it was this sense of unbelonging that made Tyler the Creator relatable. The thing that made Tyler more than just an edgy rapper. And it's what made Tyler the Creator outsell DJ Khaled. And honestly, it serves as a life lesson. It's better to try your best at something that you love rather than doing what you think other people will like. Even if it's a risk, I think people would rather listen or be around someone that's genuine rather than someone who isn't. Anyways, with that being said, shout out to Jay Dilla. Shout out to me. Shout out to y'all. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool video, man. Damn, DJ Khaled's kind of a loser, huh? What a fucking baby. What a fucking baby, dude. Holy moly.
I want Papa God to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.